Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good, TikTok? So, today's topic is you have to force yourself to do things that you do not want to do. You have to force yourself, man. The only way that we grow as a person is by doing things that sometimes we don't want to do. Sometimes we have to do things that we are scared to do, but we have to do them anyway. I'll give y'all an example. So, before I was born, my dad, he got a brain tumor. And how it happened was he went to the doctor one day with my mother, and he just told the doctor because he was having headaches, he was having trouble walking, and he thought, they knew, it got to the point where they knew something was wrong with him. And when he went to the doctor told him that, well, kind of a bad doctor, but the doctor said he had brain cancer and he had to get his affairs in order and he was only going to live for like another 6-8 months. And obviously that scares the fuck out of anyone, but then my dad went to another doctor and they checked him out and they made the right find. They were a good doctor and they figured out that he had a brain tumor, not brain cancer, but a brain tumor. And need you guys to understand, my dad hated needles. Like, he hated them. Like, he wouldn't even go to the doctor because he just didn't like it. But they told him, like, man, if you want to live, we have to do brain surgery. And I remember my mom telling me, and even probably my dad too, that like he was scared, man. Like, he was just terrified of having to do it because there's a big risk to having brain surgery. Like, they can save your life. Like, they can take the tumor out of the brain, but you might suffer. You might be paralyzed. You might not be able to, like, you might be, like, something bad might happen to your body because they're cutting open your head and, like, fucking with your brain a little bit, right? And he was scared to do it, but he had no choice because if he didn't do it, he'd be dead. Like, eventually the brain tumor would kill him, right? So he forced himself to have brain surgery. And they literally had to cut open the back of his head and get the brain tumor out, man. And thank God he chose to do the surgery and he lived another 20 years, bro. And I tell that story because there is gonna be points in your life where you hit a wall. And maybe you've already hit the wall, but you will hit another wall. And you either climb it or you just stay on the other side. And you gotta force yourself to do things, man. And we all have things that we know we have to do. Whether it be quitting our job and getting a new job, or quitting our job and doing something that we want to do, or whatever. It can be anything. Maybe you want to start playing basketball again. Maybe you want to start, drawing. Maybe you want to start painting. Maybe you want to start making YouTube videos. Maybe you want to start singing. Maybe you want to start dancing. Like, you have to force yourself to do things. Don't just sit on an idea that you have that you want to act on. Just do it, bro. Like Charlotte Buff says, man, just do it. Like, just do it, bro. It's that simple, bro. That Nike slogan is one of the best slogans ever. Just do it. 3 words and they're powerful, man. And it's simple. You just do it. And I mean, the reality of life is, it gets to the point where you have to go through pain, man. You have to suffer to learn things. Like, that's where experience really comes from. Everyone always says it, man. You don't learn when you win. You learn when you lose. Yeah, I struggle with that a lot because, shit. I used to hate failing, where I used to be scared to fail, whether it be at anything in life. I used to be scared to fail, and now I'm embracing it. Like, you have to embrace it, bro. Like, if you knew that you had to fail 20 times to win, you'd probably fail 20 times, right? Because you really want to win, You just have to you have to force yourself to do things, man. And I don't know, man. Hard part for me is like seeing people that I know have just so much potential, man. Like, they can do great things. They can. But they're just, I don't know whether it's fear or maybe they just don't want to do it. But people just, they kind of they cower away from it, man. They run from it, you know? I think that's so sad, bro, because you only live one life, and I mean, imagine being on your last few years of life and just realizing, like, man, I didn't go for it. Like, I should have went all out, man. I should have lived this life up. I should have danced. I should have sang. I should have done this. I should have done that. Like, you don't want to live your life you don't want to live your last years thinking about that, man. You want to live your last years with your family, with your kids, with your friends, and just enjoying it, bro, and not having regrets. Now, mind you, everyone will have regrets, whether they do everything they want, whether they don't. Like, everyone will have regrets at the end of their life, but the goal is to not have any, man. It's to have as few as possible. Like, there are so many things to do in this world, man, and you can try them all, bro. Anyone can. Just food for thought, man. You have to force yourself to do things. Change only happens when you change, man. And coming from someone who didn't do shit for the last 3 years, I mean, I did nothing, bro. I was just at the house, just playing video games all day, scrolling on my phone, just not accomplishing anything, bro. Wasn't making money, wasn't meeting people, I wasn't doing nothing, bro. I was just wasting time. And that's the hard part about today is there is so much comfort out here in the world. Like, I could wake up tomorrow and just watch Netflix all day, or play video games all day, or just scroll on TikTok all day. And now I'm deciding to try new things, you know, like doing a TikTok, like singing, like dancing, like things that I wanted to do for so long, but I was just too scared to do. You know, and I was letting fear run my life, bro. And I still struggle with that too, man. There's still a lot of things I want to do that, you know, I haven't acted on, but that's all of us, man. And, you know, we'll all get through it together, bro. But if I'm being honest, the one thing that helps me, keeps me grounded, bro, is religion, bro, is God. And I mean, a lot of people, they get kind of creeped out by that, you know? Like, I can understand if someone's like very overly religious, like people might get like, whoa, all right, bro, just calm down. But I think it's unfortunate, man, because when you look for the truth, bro, like when you really look for why you're here, why we're all here as a human race, and what our purpose is, like, it really all leads back to God, if you really think about it, you know? And not everyone shares that point of view, unfortunately, and that's okay, man. I mean, everyone's different, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, just think about this, man. There is 7 billion people in this world, and humans have been around for years, like thousands of years, and know what's stayed around for that long is religion. You know, if religion was just bullshit, you know, that people say it's a lie, it's kept to divide people, like, and that can be true in some ways, but I mean, if religion was such a bad thing, do you think it would have lasted this long? I'm just saying, man. Like, everyone knows the name Jesus, bro. Everyone knows the name God. Just think about that for a minute. The most famous person to ever live is Jesus and God. And that's gonna stay like that forever. And it will. I hope it will, and I'm sure it will. But just think about that for a second, man. And I mean, honestly, man, I hope a lot of people find that, man. I hope a lot of people realize that sooner than later, because it helps you, man. I really feel like having a religion and just believing in something bigger than yourself it really helps you become a better person, you know? Because you forget about yourself when you really think about others. Like, you think about your family, you think about your friends more. Like, you want to do more for them. And of course, you got to take care of yourself. You know, you got to chase your daydreams and your goals and all that. But in the end, man, you realize, like, this life that I'm living is really a blessing from God, you know? God made you on purpose for a purpose, man, you know? And everyone has a purpose, bro. Some people just, I don't know if they don't find it or they just don't act on it, you know? But I truly believe, man, I truly believe that this world would be a better place if every single human being had a religion of some sort that they believed in and they stayed true to, you know? And I mean, yeah, man, that's really my 2 cents, bro. Like, it all comes back to religion. You know, like, I wouldn't be making probably any of these videos if it wasn't for God, bro, you know? I really wouldn't. Like, it just, I don't know. Just knowing that there is something that powerful that cares for the world, that cares for all of us, no matter what we are and what we do, no matter what we look like, that makes me happy, man. I'll be honest. And it gives me fulfillment, bro. You know, I remember the other night, I was talking to one of my family members in the kitchen, and I asked him what fulfills you? Like, you know? Like, what brings you peace? What fills you up? And he gave me a pretty crazy answer. I'm not going to say it on camera because it's personal, you know, but then he asked me, he was like, what fulfills you, you know? And I was like, man, God and others. And that's true, bro. Like, at the end of the day, it's hard to talk, bro, but when you strip everything away, the ego, your pride, everything, that's what fulfills me, bro, is just God and others, bro, is serving others and making people feel appreciated, you know? And I'll tell you, man, one of the things that every single human being says when they're on their last days, like in their deathbed on a coma, is they want the people who they love to be around. That's what they want. They want to die with their kids, with their family. Like, they want to die with their people they love present. And I don't think that's a coincidence, bro. I guarantee there's never been a person on their deathbed asking to see their bank account, asking for their trophies, asking for their medals, like whatever it could be, you know, for their cars, for their Ferrari, for their mansion. Like, people don't want that, man. They want people. They want others around them when they die. They want the people they love around them when they die. Just think about that for a minute, man. That's all that matters in the end, bro, is God and others. Yeah, I know it might sound like bullshit coming from me, a 22-year-old, because what do I know, but hey, man, just think about that for a minute, all right? You never know. I could be right, I could be wrong, but I think I'm right, man. Just some food for thought. But I'm ending on a little positive note. I hope you all have a great Friday. The Super Bowl is on Sunday, man. Oh, I'm a little excited, man. I'm excited, man. The Seahawks and the goddamn Patriots. And I was talking to my mom. I was like, that's a crazy matchup. Because what? Fucking the last Super Bowl where they were in together was the fucking... You guys remember the Super Bowl? I forget what year. What was, like, 2014 or something like that? 2015? Yeah, it was 2015. Where the Patriots intercepted the football at the 1 yard line, and then the Patriots, well, you guys know what I'm talking about. The worst play in the NFL history, where instead of running the ball, the Seahawks threw it and they threw an interception. Yeah, I just thought that was funny, man. They're on a rematch, but I think this is the year where the Seahawks are gonna get their redemption, man. Honestly, I think this is the time, bro. I'm excited, man. Like, I'm excited, you know. Woo, shawty, y'all get it, baby. And then Bad Bunny's gonna perform, and I'll be honest, I really don't know any of Bad Bunny's songs. I'm sorry, but I'm excited to see how he performs. I want to see, like, the stage and all that shit, man. So, yeah, man, hope you guys have a good weekend. You know, stay safe, stay blessed. Keep chasing your daydreams, man. Be positive. Spread love, peace, and joy. And get a little closer to God, man, all right? Whatever you believe in, all right? And serve others, man. It helps you, and it helps others in return. All right. Y'all have a good day, man. Y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all